Forgive me. I am exhausted. I've looked and looked and looked. I can't find it. What am I looking for? And why can't I find it? I'll tell you next, because Government Minute starts right now. Hello Raindrops, new subscribers, and old friends, and welcome back to Government Minute, Minutes That Matter. This is Mr. A joining you for another edition of Government Minute, where we will learn something about our government, because after all, we need to read the owner's manual because we are the owners. As always, this video is dedicated to the glory of God who blessed this land. I know that rubs some of you wrong, but oh well. Anyway, what was I looking for, and why can't I find it? Well, first, I fully expect to be nominated for an Academy Award for that acting. Secondly, I'm looking for the reason or the constitutionality of the Department of Education. It needs to go. So here's the deal. Everything that is in the Constitution is the only thing government should be able to do. So I'm going to take you on a quick journey with me again to look through the Constitution to see if we can find anything about education. I looked and looked and looked, and in this document, the blueprint for how we should run our government, there is not a single mention of the word education, or school, or academics, or teacher, or student, or testing, or school book, or textbook, or desk, or table, or science lab, or school athletics. There is nothing in the Constitution which provides for the national government to provide for education. That belongs to the states. Now, if you don't remember that, let me clue you in. Amendment 10 to the Constitution says, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by the Constitution to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. So in case the limited government aspect wasn't clear enough in the original document of the Constitution, they passed the Bill of Rights, of course, the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, and number 10 said that if the Constitution doesn't give it to the national government or deny it to the states, it belongs to the states or the people. And yet we have a Department of Education in Washington doing absolutely nothing for education. You know how I know that? I'm in education. So, I'm not the only one who feels this way. No. The president does as well. The president agreed to a report that said this. There was a question in a document that was called the U.S. Constitution Commission. The question was, where in the Constitution is there a mention of education? The answer, there is none. Education is a matter reserved to the states. That's on page 128 of the document, and the president agreed with it. The president said, in a letter dated April 11th, the president said, as chairman of the United States Constitution Commission, it is a pleasure to commend the work you have accomplished in carrying out this celebration. So commend the work that the commission did about the Constitution, which included the question and answer session, or the question and answer part. Now I know some of you suffer from TDS, and that's fine. More power to you, I guess. Hope you're okay with that. You do you. So obviously, because of that, because the president agreed to this and the president commended this work that said education is reserved for the state, a matter reserved for the state, you are automatically against it. Well, let me tell you this. This letter on April 11th was written in 1940 under Mr. Big Government himself, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Mr. Roosevelt, again, the first big government, huge government champion among all presidents, commended this work that the commission did. It was the United States Constitution Sesquicentennial Commission. United States Constitution Sesquicentennial Commission that did this work, that had the question and answer session that said it is a matter reserved to the states. So even big government, big liberal FDR agreed that education is left to the states. So that is why it is unconstitutional, and the Department of Education needs to go, and it needs to go yesterday. It only started in 1979 as a payback to the teachers' unions by President Carter for their help in getting him elected. It has done nothing to help our education system. Any functions that are redeemable that they do can be handled by other departments within the existing government already. We need to get rid of the Department of Education. We need to get rid of it now. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you paid attention because there will be a test at the next election. This is Mr. A reminding you that we, the people, are the government. See you next time.